You like TV? I like TV.
I do like TV.
I watch TV. And today we're going to destroy TV.
Okay.
That's right, kids. Destroy All Movies has a another little fun podcast. Destroy All TV.
Coming at
Destroy
you
All
from
Television.
Damn Junior Podcast.
Could be classic TV. Could be new TV. You never know. You never know what we're going to throw at you.
Mostly,
So
mostly classic TV, especially
but
bad classic TV, which is almost all of classic television.
Yeah, real.
Yeah.
For real.
Destroy All Television. Damn show.
Yes, kids, Destroy All Television. Get it at damnshow.co, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and everywhere you listen to your favorite podcasts.
Hey, welcome to Destroy All Movies.
It worked that time.
Jim did something right.
Yeah.
No, it's it was a Zoom. It was Zoom that was doing it.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Jim did something right.
No, the noise suppression was set to the noise gate was set to auto. So when the music kicked in, it made it think a loud noise was coming in, and it
Loud noises.
Don't tell me how loud my shit should be.
yeah.
Look out, technology.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So
Loud noises.
once I made that change, I tested it and I zoomed to my laptop and was listening in on that one, and it played fine, as everyone heard.
Wait, Jim did something right.
What we're talking about is Richie was having problems hearing the intro.
No,
music.
we all were.
Yeah, not just Richie. Don't blame. Don't try to be. It's
I
Richie's
didn't say
problem.
it's your fault that you didn't hear it. I'm
the
just
way-
saying you
listen.
didn't hear it because you're the one who needs to hear it.
Yeah, I understand that. But the way you're couching it right now is I was fucking up, and I was not fucking up.
Is
You
that
were.
the way I couched it?
That's exactly.
I said you couldn't hear it. How is that you fucking up?
Well, because Richie couldn't hear it. I heard your tone. It was definitely.
I don't think I said it exactly like that.
It was definitely a. He's in it.
Maybe this is one of the shows you should listen back to so you can hear the way I did say it.
We both know that's not going to happen, but still, you said it more like he's in it. He's not in it for the science. He's like you did it more like that.
No, I don't think. I wasn't doing a Bill Paxton.
Good one.
How dare you say my favorite line in the movie?
Oh,
For the science, he has corporate sponsorship.
Ugh.
Yeah. Anyway, so what's on the show today, Jim?
I believe we're doing the movie Twister.
Oh yeah, Twister. Anyway, what's up, people? I'm Richie.
I'm Jim.
I'm Ken.
Carl.
There you go. So yeah, Twister. And we can also talk about Loki, right? Everybody saw Loki?
Everyone saw Loki.
I did, yes.
Wow, good for you, Carl. Usually you say
And we have an email.
I was
get
excited.
the fuck out of here.
What the?
You shitting me?
I am not.
Oh. I get to do the mailbag. That's awesome. Okay.
All right.
Hey, one every
Right.
6 months, I'll take it. I'll take it.
All right. Well, want to start off with the mailbag?
No, we got to do what we're watching. We can't just give that away.
All right. What we're watching. The only thing we're watching now. Does anybody has anything other than Loki?
I rewatched Breaking Bad.
I rewatched Ted Lasso.
Okay.
Ken?
I'm trying to
anything?
figure out the best show of all time.
I also saw Crocodile Dundee 2 weeks ago.
That's right.
So that's
did.
always good. That's,
Well,
if you haven't seen Crocodile Dundee 2, you're missing out. Just saying. You are missing out on some movie watching.
And folks, Crocodile Dundee 2 is Richie's favorite of the Crocodile Dundee movies. And
Yes.
there's been 3 of them.
of the franchise. Well, I've only seen 1 and 2. I haven't seen Crocodile Dundee in L.A. That's the one, right? In L.A.
No,
Yeah.
it
Yes.
Yeah, in L.A.
Oh, then there's 4. Then there's
There might be
4.
a 4th one even. Yeah.
No way. What is it? What's the
He
fourth
just
one?
did it recently.
Yeah.
It's kind of where he plays Paul Hogan in it.
Is there like he plays like so he's Walt in this one, in the new one, and there's a new crocodile guy?
No, he's playing Paul Hogan.
It's meta.
Okay. But not Crocodile Dundee.
No, but I think he in the movie he's trying to make another Crocodile Dundee.
Right.
So
Oh.
it's kind of
Dumb.
like a documentary, I guess.
Okay.
Is it the very excellent Mr. Dundee?
Yeah, that's it.
Is that what it's called?
I gotta see it. We gotta review it.
There's even a short. There's even a short that came out. Richie, there's even a short that came out called Tourism Australia. Dundee, the son of a legend, returns home. It's a video short.
Wow.
Well, Richie, if you're excited over that,
I don't know about excited, but
well, here's something to get you excited. On Netflix, I think it's Netflix, new movie release called Infinite, starring Mark Wahlberg, where he plays a guy who
reincarnated.
He's reincarnated over and over again.
Yeah, I'm back, baby. What's up? I'm back.
Another one of those movies?
Yeah. Well, it's not like he's immortal. He's just lived previous lives.
And you remember, if you're good enough, you can remember all your previous lives.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Takes 10,000 hours. Yeah, I only have 9,600 hours. I got to wait, all right?
Yeah, because
I don't know my whole story, all right?
So we got that to do, and we have, of course, Black Widow's coming out next month.
Yeah,
and the Chris Pratt one on Prime.
Oh yeah. I just watched the trailer to that. It looks terrible.
I didn't watch the trailer.
It's called the Tomorrow War.
Yes.
Oh.
And it's
good.
about an alien attack in the future.
I'm in.
And the soldiers come back in time to recruit current people to go fight in the future against the invading creatures.
Aliens?
That sounds awesome.
And the creatures like big, animal looking things and stuff. So I'm sitting there and I turned to my wife and I said, I've seen this already. It was called Starship Troopers.
I was just going to say, is it Starship Troopers?
Yeah. Because it looked like a bug attack,
Oh, yeah. Rico's Roughneck.
Yeah. I said it was called Back to the Future and they did it better.
Yeah.
So, not Back to the Future. Starship Troopers.
Yes.
J.K. Simmons is in it.
Oh, I'm so in on this movie.
Yeah, Chris Pratt stars. J.K. Simmons plays his dad, I think.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, so that one's coming out too. We got to do that as well.
So he plays his dad and he's a...
the yellow M&M.
Right. He's an ornery jazz instructor.
Yeah.
Whiplash. Great movie.
All right. Well, let's get into Loki.
Yeah, there you go.
Dun, dun, dun.
I watched them both today.
You watched that? Don't say anything about the second episode.
There's a second episode? I thought they come out on Fridays.
No, they come out on Wednesday. I told you that last week.
Christ.
I forgot it was Wednesdays. I missed it today.
Well, I watched the first one as well today.
Yeah.
Great.
We'll only
This is
talk
really
about
good.
that.
Okay.
I don't want your spoilers, Carl.
This is really good.
This show has never
But it came out on
stooped
Fridays.
so low. No, it comes out Wednesdays. I told you this last week.
You know,
You did.
The previous two ones came out on Fridays, right?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
This
these
one they went
come
with
out
Wednesdays.
on Wednesdays.
So this was the most watched
Of
thing,
any of the Marvel TV shows.
or any Disney Plus, anything. Even beat out Mandalorian.
Oh, no shit.
What?
Uh-huh.
No way.
Oh,
Yeah, I read that today.
I am impressed with Loki
Wow.
as a character. That so
Yep.
many people love that character.
He's the best character Marvel has.
He's pretty great.
Yeah.
It's good.
When you
Yeah.
kick Star Wars' ass, you're
I
doing
can't-
something.
I can't believe it beat the Mandalorian.
Yep.
Wow.
So they better be paying this motherfucker some money.
So what'd you think?
It was boring. No, I'm like,
I was about to jump through the screen.
you know,
I thought it was great. I love the concept. It's awesome. I love him, Tom Hiddleston. He's great.
I think they did a great job on not making the first one so boring with setup.
Yeah.
But
You
it
know what I
was
mean?
all set up. That's the thing is they
No.
did it well.
That's my point.
Yeah.
They didn't make it so boring with like you were just like every first one of it, you're just like whatever. This totally they went yard on it. They fucking it's out of the park.
He
So-
went yard.
You fucking
Right.
went yard.
It makes you wait for the next one. You're like, all right, I'm ready for the next one now. Like, I'm willing to binge it. Like we're at the beginning of WandaVision. You're like, oh, what the fuck, man?
Right.
What is
Yeah.
this?
So
Yeah.
I watched it with my wife, which is rare because she's not a Marvel person at all. And she thought it was a movie. And I'm like, no,
No.
babe, it's an hour. It's an hour. Cause sometimes I'll say, hey, it's not long. This movie's not long. And she's just
Yeah.
like, whatever. And then she goes, oh my God, it's just an hour. I said, yeah, it's a TV show. Like WandaVision, but not bad. And she ended up loving it. And she was like, so we got to wait a whole nother fucking week. So I was like, she's like, that's bullshit. Why can't they just put them all out and we could just watch them all at once? I was like, well, that's not how it works. So
Yeah.
So she sucked in on Loki. So
I had no idea Owen Wilson was in it.
Yeah,
Until
I
he just
did.
showed up. I was like,
Yeah.
cool.
well, Owen Wilson wasn't in it as much as his nose because they really, really focused a lot on that.
I think it was the lighting too.
That's what I mean.
Really,
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
really
whoever
accentuated.
shot this was just like, well, dude, it had to be a joke between somebody.
There's a shadow. There's a
Yeah.
shadow over the bed.
Just the whole fucking show. It's like,
How much
Like
can we
some-
make that the focal point?
right. Like someone in production was just like, let's fuck with these people. Cause I know if that was me, I would do it just to be
as
like,
much as I like Owen Wilson, I thought today he's like another Jason Bateman, where he's just
oh, definitely.
yeah.
he's
Oh,
just
yeah.
always Owen Wilson.
He's a one trick pony. Oh, absolutely.
But he's great.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite Owen Wilson line ever? Any movie.
Wow.
I thrive on enthusiasm. He was the best in Wedding Singer or Wedding Crashers to me.
He's great.
Yeah.
But he's always just that guy.
Right. Right. Same thing with like Vince Vaughn. I love Vince Vaughn, but he's Vince Vaughn. That's it. Over and
Right.
over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Look at the baby. Look at the baby. But I love him. He fucking makes me laugh all the time.
Look
So-
some up.
But yeah, they focused on that cat's nose like a mofo. I was just like, Jesus. So
he must have broken his nose like crazy when he was a kid.
yeah. So it's funny. Like one of the things that I really enjoyed about this episode is when Loki figured out that the timekeepers were more godly than he was.
Yeah, he gets jealous.
He was just like
Right.
And
that. Now he wants that.
well, the thing
Yeah.
is, not only is he jealous, he's not shocked, but flabbergasted
Yeah.
that these
That's what I mean.
boobs are the greatest power in the
And that's what I mean. So
universe.
so you can already see his fucking wheels spinning. Like
Yeah.
I can easily run this motherfucker. Like,
Like when they open the drawer of the Infinity Stones, and there's like
Yeah.
a whole bunch of them in there.
yeah.
Like we use it for paperweights.
Yeah. A lot of the guys use them for paperweights.
And then when the security guard runs in, you almost hit me. I don't
So they-
forgive you.
Yeah. They have the death sticks like in
Oh, the melt stick.
Yeah.
The melt stick.
The melt stick.
Why do you gotta already pull out the melt stick? Why? Yeah, I just wanted to talk to him. Like, first thing you do is go for the melt stick.
Yeah. They didn't commit a capital offense.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm really interested in this especially more than fucking what's her face?
Black Widow.
Yeah.
Again, going into any Marvel anything, you think, this is going to be terrible. Is your first comment?
I saw the trailer for Black Widow, and she jumps out of a plane and lands on the wing. And again, cool for someone who has superpowers, not just a girl who has no superpowers or a boy who has no superpowers.
Yes,
it's not a superpower. It's just a funny accent.
No, they train them.
Their superpower is absorbing a lot of vodka. That's their superpower.
That's my superpower.
Yeah,
but they can function, Carl.
Right. I don't.
They can function.
Yeah. So again, you're gonna normal spy for and I don't care how well you're trained. And I'll go back to the Watchmen. If you put my head through granite, you won that. You won that fight. That's where
right.
you just won that fight. If you break it, if you take my head and smash it into granite, where the granite smashes into a million pieces, and my head's still intact for some reason, you just won that fight.
Yeah.
Same thing. If you jump out of a plane and land on a wing, and some dude landed with a knife to stop it, which would not happen, you there's stuff going on that's just make it a little more realistic is all I'm asking.
I remember that when we did Watchmen. that was your big one. Hey, if you could break a granite countertop with my head, you win.
Yeah, you won that fight. I have no comeback for that. Like, I'm not getting back up and be like, damn granite.
Let me ask you guys something.
Yeah.
My friend and I used to go to Thursday night preview shows at like 6 or 7 p.m. And he wants to go to Black Widow.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not going in the theater to see it.
Yeah, so that's my question: is what's going to bring you back to the theater?
Nothing will bring me back to the theater for the next probably year.
I'll go.
Yeah, I think I'm going.
I'm going.
I think I'm holding out for Dune.
Dune.
Oh yeah.
If it's available on television, I'm watching it on television.
It's going to be on HBO Max also.
Well, there we go. Problem solved.
So why you're vaccinated, dude? They got popcorn. You'll be good.
Yeah.
I can buy popcorn and
and you're in California like me.
Yeah.
We just opened up.
Yeah. Dude,
Pretzel nuggets.
Arizona's been open for fucking the whole time and never closed. So we're good.
Dude, free refills on the buckets. If you remember.
I don't think they're doing free refills.
Nothing's bringing you back into the theater, Jimmy?
what?
Nothing's bringing you back into the theater?
No, not in the near future.
Not even
James Bond?
Top Gun 2, James Bond.
Top Gun 2.
You have to see
Hell
that
yeah.
a piece of shit on a big screen.
Oh,
Come on, man.
There's no way
IMAX.
in hell I would watch. I would pay good money to see Top Gun.
I'm definitely seeing.
Oh
that.
yeah, you don't like Top Gun. That's right.
I despise Top Gun. It's a horrible movie.
I forgot.
I'll watch it.
We'll get there.
I'll watch it.
Maverick.
Me too.
I'm all over that.
Hell yeah.
Maverick, you
Come on.
made me spill my coffee again.
Anyway, back to Loki.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was terrific.
Yeah.
And
first show was great.
And most of it was just talking. It was just talking heads throughout the majority of it. I liked how casual Owen Wilson was to everything Loki was saying. Like, Loki would say something outrageous and he wouldn't even, dispute it. Oh no!
It's one of the best casting ever. Tom
Right.
Hiddleston. He's great.
Yeah, I like it. I like that whole Loki journey throughout.
See,
from
the thing that's
from
going to piss me.
him being Can I finish my?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
From him being the arrogant god to the self-actualization at the end. That yeah, I'm not.
You're not all that great.
Yeah, holding that infinity thing. What's it called?
Infinity
the blue
Stone.
cube.
Tesseract.
The Tesseract. Yes.
That's right. Yep.
Really an infinity.
Infinity.
Infinity. Stone.
Infinity, not im. There's no
I
im.
know. I said im first.
Oh, hold on. Door's opening.
Uh-oh.
Hey, refill.
Thanks, barkeep.
The drink exchange.
It's going to get thrown at you.
Don't do that.
I text her. I was like, what's the possibility of a refill? And she was
Yeah.
like, Outlook looks good.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
The whiskey relay.
I swore I wasn't going to drink tonight. Normally and I had a drink last night. Normally I'm like, I don't really drink until Thursday nights. Like Thursday night is, band practice where I get, many a night at band practice, I left my car and text my wife and be like, come get me. Get my car in the morning. Because my drummer lives a block and a half from me and he has a full bar at his house.
Okay.
Can't walk a block and a half.
Why? I can text my wife and she can come and drive me. And then I get an egg sandwich from Jack in the Box. Good.
Nice.
I don't have to walk the Jack in the Box.
Get myself an egg sandwich.
I do. I get the fucking whatever the cheapest one is. It's called a breakfast Jack. It's just a ham and egg sandwich.
Yeah, it's just like
an
a very thin slice of ham and an egg and cheese.
Thank you, my love.
Ah.
At like 10 at night, they serve egg sandwiches?
They, 24 hours a day if they're
24
open
hours.
24 hours a day.
Wow.
So I get the breakfast Jack with an extra egg, and it's like $3.25. I'm like, fuck yeah, this thing's awesome. 12 whiskeys in, I'm just like,
Jeez.
yeah. Sometimes I get an egg roll. Sometimes.
They have those
They're
at
all-
Jack in the Box?
Egg rolls?
Yeah,
Yes.
they're awful.
They have egg rolls. They have deep fried
Jalapeno
tacos.
poppers.
Yeah,
The tacos are so good.
and they're not
Oh.
made with meat, just so you know.
Okay.
It's that meat product.
No, it's tuna.
What?
No.
It's not tuna.
It's like soy.
Au contraire, mon frere. It's fucking tuna. It came out in a fucking article. They were like, yeah, it's tuna. They never said beef tacos. They just
They're
said
called-
tacos.
Well,
They're
it's
goddamn good.
well, it's
Wow.
it's a delicious paste. Whatever they put in there.
Yeah, it is. It's so good.
Delicious paste.
Yes, it's tuna paste. Yeah.
There's lettuce in there.
See,
Yes, there is.
Jack
They
in the
do throw
Box.
some lettuce in.
Jack in the Box is again not one of those places that it's like it's not a destination. It's an end up.
All right. Well, let's get on to the mailbag.
It's the mailbag. The mailbag. You fucking Jimmy. It's the mailbag. You fucking asshole.
That's what I wanted.
He still got it. This one's from Carl. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's funny.
But you will know who it is. Hello, Damn Fam. I would like to start off by saying that I have not missed an episode since I started listening many years ago. I love the show and very happy with the inclusion of Carl and Ken as co-hosts.
Can I interrupt?
Go ahead.
Now we know it's definitely not Carl.
No, it's not me.
Because he even puts it's Carl, and he spells it with a C, but in parentheses with a K with a question mark. Going,
Ah.
like he doesn't know which is the proper spelling.
It's another Carl? For real? Because I actually sent you an email.
No, he doesn't know how to spell your name, either CARL or KARL.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
He was
Whatever.
not sure. That's why he put it in parentheses.
It's a C, dude. It's a C.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Most of your references still go over my head, but that's nothing new. How did you and Richie meet? And It's got like a little winky face.
That's funny. Our mom introduced us.
Your loyal listener and faithful Canadian, Hilario.
Hilario.
Hey, Hilario, there you go.
Nice. Hi, Hilario.
Hilario needs to come and do the show.
Yeah, for some reason, doing it on Wednesday nights not good for him.
Well, he's probably writing some code or something like that.
Yeah,
I know he does.
Well,
Whatever.
I know he was teaching. He was like
that's what I mean. Like
instructor.
Yeah,
he has done the show before, right?
Yeah.
He's been on the show.
Love Hilario. Miss you, buddy. We met Larry. Didn't you met him too, Carl? Right at
I don't know.
Comic-Con when we were up at the rooftop bar at the Marriott.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think you did.
No, I remember hanging out by the pool in the
Yeah. Hilario was there. We were all fucked up.
Yeah,
we were hammered. It was awesome. I missed.
Carl went through the whole weekend like that.
That is true. So are they going to do Comic-Con again, or is that kind of done?
Not this year. They're not doing it.
Yeah, I was going to say they're not doing it this year.
It's going to be virtual again this year.
Yeah,
it'll come back.
Yeah, it will.
So I think
that's too big to fail.
I think the year it comes back, we go and do a live show from outside.
All right.
Oh shit. I'm the closest to it. I'll take a train down.
I'm just saying.
Then we beat up some nerds and take their passes.
Kenny, you fly out to Arizona. Me and you will drive over to San Diego, which is only like a 5-hour drive.
I'll do it.
You can stay with me. We'll meet Jim and Carl, and we'll do live shows from Comic-Con every night.
We'll all share a room.
Hell yeah.
On floors.
Market 2022. We are back live at Comic-Con.
Okay, you can make that promise right now.
Right now. And it's not the whiskey talking because I only had 2. So that'd be great.
2022 Comic-Con.
Movies.
So we might as well talk about Twister.
Oh, we're going green.
So Twister was, what year did this thing come out?
Who cares?
96.
96.
Yeah.
I was going to say 96.
96. It was directed by Jan de Bont, who you might know directed Speed.
Oh, okay.
But also
Speed 2 Cruise Control.
He was also cinematographer for many good movies like Predator and Die Hard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but his directing wasn't, other than Speed and Twister, he didn't have any other
not much
big movies.
So I'm going to throw this out right now.
Spielberg was one of the producers. So was Michael Crichton, and Michael Crichton also wrote.
I couldn't believe that.
Co-wrote the story.
Okay, so I'm going to throw this out right now.
Yeah, throw it out there.
Twister, more realistic than Black Widow is going to be.
Oh
Just
my god!
Fuck out of here.
Just saying.
What a bold statement that was.
You're talking about the cow, right?
Yeah,
I'm talking about the cow, everything.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get into all those elements. This 96, it starred Helen Hunt, Bill Paxton, Jamie Gertz, and Carrie Elwes as the asshole.
Helen Hunt got two
what?
She was listed twice.
She
What the
was
fuck
Yeah.
are you talking about?
in the
Helen
credits.
Hunt?
He's talking about the credits.
She got 2 credits. Helen Hunt's forehead.
Oh my! Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's.
Broad has a lot of forehead. I mean, it's very Frankensteinish. Just saying. A couple bolts on her neck.
Around these parts, it's called a 5 head.
So the budget of this movie in 1996 dollars is 88 to 92 million.
Okay.
A lot.
And raked in 497.7 million.
Wow.
That's a lot, too.
That's a success.
Wow.
That's a huge success.
Very, very. So it starts off with little Helen Hunt with her parents in their farmhouse, and the tornado starts up and they run for the root cellar, which is nowhere near the house.
Right?
Yeah,
that's just the beginning of the stupidest shit ever.
Yeah.
So that's another thing.
It's way out in the middle of the land for some reason.
What's the point?
So I was watching, and I don't know why I was watching this, but I was watching Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Again. I was flipping channels and it was on.
And you watch a lot. Crocodile Dundee 2, Wizard of Oz.
Well, you know when you're flipping on a Saturday, you're just like, nothing, or a
but
Sunday.
You realize those two movies have like nothing in common.
Nothing to do with it. Right. So I'm flipping and I was like, oh, wow, the Wizard of Oz. I haven't seen this in so long. So I put it on. And their storm cellar is right next to the house.
Of course.
That's what it's supposed to
right
be.
out the front door.
I know. That's where it's not in the middle.
I mean, Helen Hunt almost needed it. Helen Hunt's,
half a mile.
Yeah, they almost needed to Uber out to their storm cellar. Like,
so they run into the storm cellar. An F5 tornado develops, which is a dang big tornado. They say
the biggest,
and
only one person's seen it.
Yeah, the finger of God.
I got something to say about that scene.
As do I.
So, the father is up and trying to hold the door because the locks are shaking, and he's saying, I can't hold it. And it's because he wasn't holding it. The locks were still on the door. They were holding it.
Right.
He should have
let the fucking door go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Go down the stairs, dumbass.
So what he should have done was used newer wood. That door was like 50 years old already.
Yeah, or a real metal Bilko door.
Yeah,
like,
and the thing is, it's not like tornadoes are that rare,
right?
In
like,
that area,
you have time to build a new door.
Yeah, you had time to run out there. You
right?
Build another door. Too.
No, but I'm just saying, like, tornadoes don't happen every day. So when you see the door with all the little holes in it, maybe it's time for a new door.
Well, the thing is, he could have let go of the door. The locks were still attached. He could have gotten down there and be saved. Instead, he's holding on the door and then floats out like it's a bad production of Peter Pan.
Right.
that special effect of him going out that door made me crack up.
But the locks he used were like for closet doors. It wasn't even like
yeah, it's like the screen door lock.
Yeah, I was just like, that is not gonna like a normal rain shower is gonna knock that door out. He's like, I can't hold it. You should use closet door jams.
Just go down the stairs. The door's still gonna come off, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Everybody else was fine.
Yeah.
Like,
why are you hanging onto the door?
This is a good thing again, Rich. Why wasn't there another door at the bottom of the stairs?
Yes.
Right?
Close this one too. Yep. I have a lot of closet door locks. I have like 30 of them. Like,
yeah. And Jim's right. The way he just flew out of there, it's like, oh, la-di-da, I'm out of here.
Later.
It looked like Mel Brooks in High Anxiety. That's what it's spinning around. That's what it looked like.
That's not even the dumbest part.
Yeah. And this is the opener.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mary Poppins, y'all.
Yeah. So cut to those people at the weather service.
Right.
And they're looking at a screen and they're saying, "Oh, it's going to be terrible. It's going to be a lot of tornadoes. It's going to be terrible.
Storms today."
And then the woman with the coffee cup It says, looks like it's going to be a long night, and the exaggerated drinking. It's like, we saw that coming. Because later she does the same thing with the sandwich.
Right.
She's got the sandwich in her hand and then takes an exaggerated bite.
Yeah.
Like I'm casual.
Yeah. Actually, no, because whoever relieves you after your 8-hour shift will handle the rest of it. So it'll just be 8 hours.
And it's not like
we have 3 people to do the same job in 8-hour shifts.
Got a lot of people can look at that screen.
Yeah. Yeah. So
then
you know what I'm bummed about? They didn't show not one clip of him being a weatherman in this, which would have been awesome.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
So, you know, in case they
and you didn't correct them and say meteorologist.
Right. I really enjoyed the weather reports, Bill.
That's coming out in the Origins, Twister Origins.
So there was so Helen Hunt is was writing a sequel to Twister with an all black cast, and it got shot down. You read that, right, Ken?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, wait, who was writing it?
Helen Hunt.
Yeah.
She was writing it, but she wanted an all black cast.
Yeah.
And it ended up getting shot down.
Yeah. She labeled it as an all brown cast.
Yeah. I don't think it was the black cast that got it shot down. I think it was the shitty writing that got it shot down.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. They were like, wait a minute. You can't have a Twister 2. Like, you succeeded. Like, Dorothy flew and
right.
Yeah, you got
Twister
the data.
2 is just them in the lab.
Yeah, analyzing the data.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I got shot down.
And they said that's what they were going to do.
Yeah,
at the end of the movie.
That's it. Like
so
there you go.
So it cuts to where you see Helen Hunt, and she's out in the field with her band of merry men that are all eccentric in different ways. And she starts, and this is the only time she does it in this movie, just spouts out a bunch of lines of jargon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Adjust the thermostat and turn the Finnegan pin to 23 degrees and move the thing. Just to give her cred.
Yeah.
Is why that happened.
You fixed that Fetzer valve yet? It's all ball bearings nowadays.
It's all ball bearings.
You need
Maybe you need a refresher course. Hey.
Hey. That's is that Poon? What kind of name is that? Comanche Indian.
So up drives Bill Paxton, who is the
extreme.
They were formerly married.
Right.
Why do you call him the extreme?
He's the extreme.
And there was after rewatching this, like I recognized most of the irregulars there.
A lot of that guys in this movie.
Yeah. You remember that guy from that? Yeah. Most
Elliot
of them
was in it.
Huh?
Elliot was in it.
Yeah, Elliot, Cameron.
That's right.
Cameron.
But
rabbit is good, rabbit is wise.
But the loudmouth kid from That Thing You Do.
Yeah, that's right.
He was in it. I said,
"Hey, when are you gonna play That Thing You Do? Is that our fan?"
Yeah, I didn't remember him being in it.
Yeah,
I don't think that was Elliot, by the way.
No, Elliot was the.
I know who you think it is, but it's not him.
No, that was Elliot.
Can look it up, please?
Hold on. Yeah,
he looks like Elliot.
That was Elliot.
I know who you're talking about.
Okay, that was Elliot.
Is that Sean Whalen, that guy that you're talking about?
No, from E.T.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the guy with the beard, the young kid with the beard, is also Elliot.
No, it's Sean Whalen.
Sean Whalen. Wait, hold on. Let me just.
He always has looked like him.
Yeah, he does look like him.
but it's not him.
Not.
Nope.
Sorry, bro.
I thought it was Elliot too.
Elliot did continue acting, and he's in Gangs of New York.
Reservoir Dogs as well.
No, Sean
What?
Whalen is not. No,
He's in Reservoir Dogs.
no, Sean Whalen is
Not Reservoir Dogs.
That thing you
Suicide
do
Kings.
kid. It's not the Elliot kid. Oh, hold on.
So the ET kid is Henry Thomas.
Henry Thomas.
That's Henry Thomas. That's Elliot.
Yeah.
Right.
Not in Twister.
Henry Thomas. Yeah, I'm just checking his filmography. See,
Oh,
he was not in Twister.
nope.
What?
He just looks like him. He's in a bunch of shit, and he looks like Elliot, but he's not Elliot.
Yep. And Carl called. He's in Gangs of New York.
He looks like Elliot, but he's not Elliot.
Yeah. Elliot was also in not Reservoir Dogs. Suicide Kings.
That's like his agent. That's what his agent tells everyone. Yeah, here. Yeah, you want my guy here. He looks like Elliot, but he's not Elliot.
Right, Richie. Suicide Kings. He was in there as well.
Yep.
And he's still rolling through some stuff here, where he's in
Yeah.
Stargirl.
Oh yeah.
Girl.
Jeremy Davis.
That guy. He's awesome. The fucking show.
Or Davises, or however you pronounce it.
He's so great in a TV show.
Who?
Jeremy Davis.
Oh, all right. So,
Yeah.
He was in Lost.
all right. Let's get
Yeah.
back to the plot. Huh?
Okay. Seriously? We're rushing to get back into the plot?
Yeah, we're right.
I don't want to relive this movie again.
Let's just say Twister should not be. If Force Awakens came out as one show, I don't think Twister should come out as two shows.
Yeah.
I don't think people are going to be hanging too much on the cliffhanger of our show. So,
Skip the plot. It's shit.
so he goes to Helen Hunt and says, I want the divorce papers. And he's with his fiance, Jamie Gertz.
Okay. Who
What were you reading, Richie?
who was playing a very non-Jamie Gertz part.
I can only think of one other part that she's done.
What?
She's been in more than one thing, but
Lost Boys.
I also
Yeah,
only
but she always
remember her from Lost Boys.
Yeah,
Right.
same.
But she normally plays the Lost Boys part, like the hot chick who's funny, and she totally different in this one.
What is Jamie Gertz's most famous part?
Gotta
What
be
is her-
Lost Boys.
Her most famous, her has to be
Seinfeld?
Lost.
Was she on Seinfeld?
Yes.
Yeah, she was on Seinfeld, but that's not her most famous part.
I think so. Everyone
Yeah.
knows I can't spare a
Yeah.
square.
I can't
Exactly.
right, but
Yes.
it's still not as popular as
That's
Lost
pop.
Boys.
That's pop culture, baby. It's in the zeitgeist.
Vey, whatever the zeitgeist is. So
Yeah.
go ahead.
Maybe, well, maybe 5 years ago, if it's in the zeitgeist.
Or 20. But
20
go ahead. Or 20 years ago. But anyway, yeah, go ahead. So yeah, Jamie Gertz.
So he's going, Joe, you got to sign these papers. And
And she missed a line, or she missed a page,
right.
which took her an hour and a half to read. And then they one of the chuckleheads is like, we got a Twister coming. And then they take off. And then they take off.
That basically sums it up.
That's it.
Yeah.
We got Twister coming.
That's the rest of the movie.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
storm chasers. We got to go to Aunt Meg's for cow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim, you take it.
So they go
That's the best
rushing off for to chase the Twister.
Right
And
to a very cool Van Halen song.
Yes.
Oh my no.
I think it's human.
Humans Being. Great
Humans
song.
being. Yep.
Absolutely.
I took points off for that.
No, Sammy Hagar of Van Halen years are the best ever was.
Dude, get
Wait a minute.
Best there
Come on
ever
now.
was.
Save that. Save that
oh,
for the other
come on.
podcast.
What?
Best
Save that
there
for the
ever-
music podcast.
No. Man, I gave you an opening to
I
do
didn't
the
hear it.
Ted Lasso line.
Oh, I don't remember it.
He's Sammy Hagar, the best Van Halen frontman, and Coach Beard goes like
From the
this.
90s. Yeah,
and he goes, in the post David Lee Roth era.
Yeah, okay.
All right, yeah. That's a good way to sum it up.
Way better than David Lee Roth.
So
maybe now.
Even then, night and day. Way better.
No way.
Listen, Dave talked his way through like 6 albums.
Remember like Sammy Hagar interview where he was like saying, like, you think like David Lee Roth can sing those notes?
Yeah, no. He couldn't sing those notes when he sang them.
It's a showmanship. The showmanship for David Lee Roth, right?
Showmanship he had. Perfect. I'll give you that. David Lee Roth was a showman. Sammy Hagar is a singer. At 70 plus can still sing.
Oh, sure.
And David Lee Roth can still talk.
Yeah.
Just like he did. He talked his way through 6 albums. Yeah, he talked his way through 6 albums. And Sammy sang his way through the rest.
In the late 70s, when Van Halen came out, do you think Hagar would have been as successful as Van Halen then? No, right?
Absolutely not.
So
for the time, Dave was what they needed. And then after that, when they figured out Dave could never sing, they brought in a singer. That's exactly what happened.
All I'm saying is they should have kept the fucking keyboard away from Eddie Van Halen, one of the greatest guitar players of all time.
My wife agrees with you.
Keep the keyboard away.
My wife agrees with you. I will argue the latter.
Oh, God.
Okay, you can argue that, as Kenny would say,
on our new music podcast that has no name and will be out soon.
Yeah.
Yes, they're still trying to think of the name.
Yeah,
I got one.
Destroy all music.
Done.
Carl,
done.
Mine's better.
No, yours is dumb. Carl's is right. Destroy all music.
No, it's going to be called Klitschy.
See, destroy all music. Thank you, Carl. You put it in the fold of the damn junior.
Klitschy.
Yeah, Carl, Kenny, and Richie. Like, that's why he's saying that.
Oh, wow, that's rough.
But Jim, you're still going to have to produce it.
That means I'd have to listen to it.
Yeah, that's fine. You got to listen to it. You got to edit it, and you got to put it out.
Yes.
Okay, good. As long as you're aware.
You have to be on it too to keep us in. You keep us in line.
Yeah, keep us in check.
Yeah, that is true. All right.
Yeah,
so,
like this show.
Except for right now.
Yeah,
we're so off right now.
It is Twister.
Yep.
Yeah. Remember we were talking about that?
Yeah, we have to fill in a lot for Twister. Otherwise, it's 10 minutes of this is the dumbest shit in the world with some awful fucking lines.
So they're all going chasing the Twister. And then up comes the evil Carrie Elwes in their CIA vans. And they run Bill off the road.
So what was the
Bill,
name?
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Bill. I'm not back.
And then next you see they're all at some gas station and he's fixing the truck. And I realized, I said, what were they rushing to? They were rushing after a tornado, and now they were all casually sitting around a gas station.
Well, Bill got a flat.
So they all had to go there?
He is the extreme.
Wait, and wasn't it like the slowest camper
but he
that ran him off the road?
Yeah. Wasn't it? That's true. He wasn't with them at that point. He was still
He was following.
Yeah, he was following to chase down
the tornado.
Helen Hunt. He wasn't chasing the tornado. He was later.
Right. But he got ran off the road by a Winnebago.
Right. So
a black Winnebago.
Yep.
So that
the evil Winnebago.
The dude in the black Winnebago, Carrie Elwes, is doing an interview where he's demonstrating. Oh, I forgot the Dorothy,
name of it. Come on.
The Dorothy reveal.
Right. What's the name of it?
Name of what?
.3. What's DOT stand for?
You want it? You ready?
Yeah.
That's good pod.
Digital orthographic telemeter.
There you go.
I was so
Sorry.
worth the wait. I was
Thank
so
you, Kenny.
3.
That
Yeah.
yeah, that was definitely worth the wait. So Bill decides, hey, I'm going to give you, my services because that dude stole Dorothy from us. Only his sensors were cubes.
That's right.
Right.
Dorothy's were spheres.
Right. Which didn't really matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they were both wrong.
So dumb. You didn't think to anchor it.
Well, not only did they figure out the pack was too light,
so stupid,
but also, we'll get there because there's a lot of shit.
What kind of straps do they use that they can never loosen them?
Yeah.
Oh, it's stuck.
Well, ratchet straps stick. You gotta lube them.
We've been practicing for this for years.
Yeah.
And
plus
the strap is stuck.
Plus the startup sequence. He was out there flipping buttons, throwing switches, turning knobs.
Yeah,
if
hour and a half late,
you got to get that thing into a tornado. You have time to do all of that?
Hour and a half later, it's up and running.
Remote control.
Right. The Death Star powered up faster than that thing.
No shit.
Seriously.
Like they should have had an app for it.
You had money for sirens. Put a fucking remote control on it.
Right?
It doesn't have to make noise.
No, it did not have to make noise. That's a good point. There was a lot of unnecessary lights and sounds.
So unnecessary.
To Dorothy.
Hey, now let's hold on. Let's think about.
We got a Dorothy lover. Okay.
Wait a minute. Let's think about the visually impaired who may have been participating in this movie. Okay, they got to get some sort of idea of what's going on.
Visually impaired, and so they heard stuff. So they're hearing the movie.
That's right.
Okay.
We're gonna go. They're hearing it.
They're hearing the movie.
Yes.
I wonder if blind people go to movies. Just to
I can attest to it. A good friend of mine is blind.
Okay.
And he doesn't necessarily go to the movies, but I did watch movies with him, and I would give him the whole scene of what was going on. So there'd be lots of pausing during the movie.
Okay.
That's cool.
So something like this, I would just explain to him, those sirens aren't just some kind of play car in the background. They're actually flipping switches to turn on a siren for some reason. But yeah, it's just, I think when you see that kind of stuff, it's not just filler or just like make believe. I think it's like kind of like making sure you hit the whole audience.
Yeah.
All right.
Plus, they have movies that are the captioning is descriptive.
Right.
So
that's for deaf people.
For deaf people.
Yeah, we're talking about.
No. It's descriptive for blind people.
I have seen that offered.
Do they get to like touch the screen or something?
Well, no. The guy will say you'll hear the dialogue, and then you'll hear a voiceover that comes in and says, Wolverine dives in front of a giant explosion.
They get special headphones.
Deadpool just got shot in the asshole.
But they've never seen a giant explosion, so they don't even know what that is.
Right up the subway.
Oops, shoot, right?
So how do they have any point of reference?
So everyone's not blind from birth.
We're not gonna start offending differently abled people.
I'm just asking a question.
Let's get back to the movie.
All right, I'm just asking a question.
Let's get back to the movie.
Fair enough, Jim. Wow.
So he gets in the. So they're in the parking lot.
I'd like to apologize to all blind and deaf people. Destroymail. Thank you very much.
So they go in the parking lot. Well, Bill's in the parking lot, and he's sensing the storm because
Sorry, you can't hear and or see. We apologize.
Okay. I think Jim's going to cut that.
Jim's making notes right now.
Yeah. He's going back to the parking lot.
Go ahead, Jim.
Thanks.
So Bill's out in the parking lot, sensing the storm.
Yes. he knows what storms are thinking.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's the extreme.
Yeah.
He picks up some dirt.
He sees the he picks up some dirt.
Picks up dirt.
And watches where the wind is blowing, which is northeast.
Why does picking up dirt do fucking anything?
Well, just to show that he has that, that mojo.
He's one with the elements.
Yeah. And he's watching the skies go from gray to green, which is huge because we're going greenage.
He puts each one of those handfuls of dirt into a can, like Saving Private Ryan, and labels it F5. Kansas.
Yeah. So what was Rusty's role other than driving a Winnebago and listening to some progressive rock?
I don't know. He was
the
assistant to
that's Philip Seymour
Terry
Hoffman.
Elvis.
Yeah,
right?
That's what I'm saying. Like his job.
Oh, him.
Yeah. Philip Seymour Hoffman. Like all he did was kind of hang out and call Bill the Extreme and jump around and hold Jamie Gertz's hand.
Like a Jack Black character.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he had diagnostic equipment and stuff.
Oh, okay. Right, but like that's what I mean. What did he do for the lab team?
He's like what you do for the show.
He's the talent?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he's the one reading the screens and saying, well, they all were reading screens. And
I was just going to say, like 13 of them were like, are we going to chase the storm or what? They're coming here.
It's here already.
It's here already.
Oh, God.
Do you think that Twister likes being catatonic in the closet?
Nanny, Grampy.
Hi, Nanny. Hi, Grampy. Anyway, go ahead.
So he's driving with Joe in the truck.
Right.
And they start arguing and he's yelling at her and he's driving off the road. And then what's his face comes, the evil Cary Elwes.
Right.
Is
And
that Jonas? His name is
so
Jonas.
my point is, he didn't realize he was driving off the road. He was the whole truck was tilted, and it wasn't just gravel. He was driving on dirt.
Well, it is Oklahoma.
It's all dirt.
It's all dirt.
I'm just saying he's
Mostly farmland.
He's a terrible driver. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
Is my point.
I agree. So he said to Joe, for some reason, you get 1 day. I'll give you 1 day.
Right.
She flies or not, I'm out of here.
That's right. And
I'm no storm chaser, but I'm saying 1 day is not going to cut it. I don't care what the lady and the coffee and the sandwich were saying. You're going to need more than a day to find an F5 somewhere.
I know. You weren't holding that dirt, dude.
Yeah.
That dirt will tell you it all.
That is true. I did not hold the dirt. So, and I don't know what greenage is. All I know is like if a sky looked like that, I probably wouldn't be outside.
Well, also remember when the hailstorm started coming?
Right.
They're all running into the van, and the one dude is covering his head with the laptop.
Oh yeah.
The data.
Yeah,
that they needed.
Yeah. So he's protecting his head with that.
Yeah,
I didn't notice that.
There were no rugged laptops back then.
Yeah.
Right.
It was pretty big though, like thick.
Yeah, it was like, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It was probably a very heavy, so it probably could take a beating.
Yes, it can.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, that was probably the old 386 days, So they were definitely thick.
So they get near the tornado. They're trying to unstrap Dorothy. They can't unstrap it. And then
Kenny, you brought up a great point earlier. Why so much shit? Like, was it Kenny or Carl? I don't remember.
Oh, it was Carl.
Carl.
Yep.
It should be one button and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally just like one button and go.
without a manual top.
Right.
Why,
They have to manually open it.
Right.
And why wasn't it all on already anyway?
Right. If I'm on my way to go chase a storm, I'm putting that shit on early.
Yep.
And why didn't they have, like Carl said, a remote control or a control in the truck to control the thing in the bed? So,
yeah.
I have a question about Jonas's shit. Not only so, Joe's crew had it bad enough that it was just in an open pickup. Jonas had that shit in a fucking trailer. Like, what was he gonna do?
Yeah, that's
I know, it's closed.
Yeah.
You gotta fucking find a tornado, unpack it. You know what I mean? Like, unpack it, hit a bunch of buttons, and then fucking have it fly into the tornado. Like, he has more than a half hour's worth of work.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen people set up fucking campsites faster.
He probably had a pallet jack in the trailer with it and was ready to wheel it out right away. So yeah, I would imagine he had it ready to go.
Yeah,
He probably had those remotes.
You forget, Richie. He has a lot of corporate sponsorship.
That's right.
So
That buys a lot of automatic stuff.
So if I was designing it and I had that thing towing behind me, I'd be able to hit a button and that thing the tow thing right from there. Releases right from there. I keep driving and that shit goes. And I'll be like,
it's anchored down and waiting.
Yeah, right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Take it.
Release and anchors drop.
So they can't get it out. Dorothy falls over. The balls scatter all over the place.
Because it's light as fucking stupid.
Yeah. Joe's having a heart attack over it.
Yeah.
We got to get this thing moving along. Go ahead.
They hide under the bridge. They hide under the bridge.
It happens again with the second Dorothy. Same scenario, different twister.
But they're in what's his face's truck.
They have
Bill's
steak
truck.
and eggs.
Yeah, now this is the first time. The first time in this movie, I spoke aloud to say bullshit.
Which was?
What?
Getting stuck on a tree.
Do you have full insurance? And he goes, liability only. There's no way you have a brand new truck. You're just going to have liability insurance.
Once again, I'll bring it up. It was in Oklahoma.
Right. Yeah. Good call.
Maybe he paid cash for it. He's dating a doctor.
Yeah, she would definitely have full coverage.
Absolutely. Well, she would have the cash to buy him a cheap red truck.
That as well.
That thing was no frills. It was probably $16,000 total. And he's a weatherman pulling in those ducats.
Yeah. So they cajole Joe into taking a side trip to go see Aunt Meg.
Is that
Aunt Meg?
Aunt Meg, yes.
In Waukeeta.
In Waukeeta.
She lived in Waukeeta,
where she's making them all steak and eggs and stuff like that.
She happened to have 12 steaks and like 2 bags of potatoes ready to go.
And then they're all sitting talking about
that where vibranium's from.
Say it again.
That where vibranium's from.
Yes, Waukeeta.
Waukeeta. Yeah. Waukeeta forever.
Yeah. They just see people running with like pitchforks full of steak. Yeah.
So
yes, this was the F5 talk.
Yeah, they're talking at the table, and Jamie Gertz says,
because they're schooling Jamie Gertz.
Yeah, and they go, "Is there an F5? Has anyone seen an F5?" And you hear the needle scratch, and everyone is frozen,
and then Bill just looks up.
Yeah,
because Joe's in the shower.
Yeah,
only one of us.
And I'm saying the way that scene should have went. Has anyone seen an F5? Yeah. Only one of us did, but they're pretty rare, so you don't see them that often.
Yeah,
but basically,
act like I've seen them on the news, just not in person. Like I know what they look like.
Well, when they were all in, in the lab, and someone brought up an F5, they all stopped talking.
We don't say F5 in here, buddy.
We don't say
F5 in here.
Only one of us.
Only one of us saw it. And
although we've been chasing it for decades.
Well, what happened?
And it didn't end well, I tell you that.
Yeah. Technically, her father had a shoddy door and shitty lock. So if they would have been fine if they just had a better piece of wood and a master lock.
So,
and some thicker screws. Like, did you see the little screws
that
were on the bracket? Like, they were so small.
So Bill Paxton takes charge, and they're all gonna go storm chasing. And oh man, I lost my thought.
I must admit,
because you're thinking about those super small screws. You need at least an inch and a half.
Yeah, he goes to Rabbit, and he goes, Rabbit, you better you find us some shortcuts. We need every second.
Right.
And I'm going, as opposed to all the other times when you were casually going after a tornado.
Yeah. So plus the tornado you're going after is a fucking mile wide.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't need every second. You got plenty of fucking room. You could have entered at any Bob's Road you chose.
Oh, so they figured out that to fix Dorothy's sensors so the tornado would take them.
Oh my God.
Right.
They cut a whole bunch of tin cans up and make little pinwheels
because they got the idea,
sensors.
They got the idea from Aunt Meg's art, or her lawn art,
which I think is actually pretty cool. The art.
It is, but it's in the most deadliest, place in the world with Tornado Alley.
It's too obvious, but it's cool.
You're going to make metal art that flies and will kill your neighbors. But yeah, let's put that out.
And let's find 1,000 aluminum cans and
that's what he's saying. We need to find. You need to find every aluminum can we can, find. And all I could think of was Slim Pickens in Blazing Saddles. Someone's got to go back and get a shitload of dimes.
So they edited all the scenes of them beating up all the homeless bums, taking their fucking shopping carts full of cash. Throwing them $5. Here's your goddamn
knocking over their shopping cart.
Knocking over their shopping carts, taking their bags of cans. Oh my God, that would have been a different movie.
And then cutting them up. That was
while driving.
Yeah.
They're just on the way.
Yeah. They
perfectly shaped every one of them.
If it only took a short time to get to Aunt Meg's to get steak and eggs, why did it take so long for them to drive to that mile wide tornado from Aunt Meg's after kids, we're
remember
tornado. And the tornado's headed towards her way.
Remember, the tornado. They had an earlier tornado
at the movie theater.
At the drive-in.
That's my point. And then
they had to drive back to Aunt Meg's.
Right.
And would you have gone in that house?
No.
Yeah, steak and eggs.
Well, that is true. If they were making steak and eggs, I would have went.
No, I mean after the tornado. Would you have gone in that house after the tornado?
Not gonna lie, it made me want steak and eggs.
Yeah, it looked good.
Every time I see this movie, really I could do steak. I could do steak and eggs.
Yeah, it did look good.
I'd rock some steak and eggs.
It was like the Jurassic Park truck coming down the tree when they went into the house. They were always in a safe spot. Everything was working out just fine.
Yeah.
And Meg was fine.
Yeah, nick of time after the that's when Rusty comes out and says the tornado's here, and Jamie Gertz is freaking out again. She did a lot of
yelling,
unnecessary yelling in this one.
Yeah, could have done it without her.
She was, she played crazy real well in this one.
Well, then it's after that tornado that she says, well, I'm going home and I release you from your engagement so you can go back to your first love, tornado chasing.
Yeah, it was very Ebenezer Scrooge. He was like, did I ever ask you for a release? Oh, not in your tone, Ebenezer.
Poof, you're cursed.
Yeah. But in the way you are, you're a storm chaser. I'm not a storm chaser. She is a storm chaser, so two storm chasers should be together, Ebenezer.
You truly are extreme.
Yeah. You are the extreme. I am not the extreme. She is the female version of the extreme. Two extremes should be together. Have extreme children. An extreme pet. And have an extreme house with an extreme white picket fence that will be pulled up with tornadoes and jammed in your neighbors. Because you should not have extreme picket fences in Tornado Alley. I keep trying to tell you, Ebenezer.
So they go chasing the big F5. Like you said, it's a mile wide. So I don't know how.
Which they mentioned like 20 times.
Right. But the perspective on it changed all the time. Sometimes it looked really wide. Sometimes it didn't look that wide. If it was a mile wide, you'd have to be pretty far away to make it look as small.
Yeah.
Right.
So they send the truck that is driving through the cornfield toward the tornado. They jump out of it, and then the thing goes into the tornado. Dorothy opens up, all the sensors fly out, and it works, and they get all kinds of great data, and they're all jumping around happy.
That's right.
So,
yeah.
Dorothy, she's flying.
What took them so long to jump out of that truck?
Because that's where,
like he said on 3. I thought on 3 they were going to jump 1, 2, 3. Let's get it. Let's get
and
up.
Then they go out.
Let's open the doors. Let's wait a little while.
Let's back up a smidge and talk about when they were driving and debris was coming and she was saying left, right, left. Which is, and then they drove through a house. I'm no physicist, but
the stairs are sideways.
I was just gonna say, I'm no physicist in any way, but I'm pretty sure a truck with liability is not going to drive through a house and come out okay. Right. So just saying,
were sideways.
Right.
Before they were destroyed. They were sideways.
Right. So.
And that's stupid.
And then when they were near the tornado, right when they were like about to.
Well, wait a minute. They didn't even have to drive through that house.
Right.
Because he said, "Oh, we're going in." That's plenty of time for him to stop or get out of the way.
Right. And it could have rolled another 100 feet over. But not only that, but they were next to so close to a tornado that a oil tanker. A gas truck was lifted and tossed like a rag doll, but the 96 Dodge Ram was still intact and not even lifting. Like, you need sand in the winter to keep the back end down.
Yeah. Product placement. Product placement. Ram tough, and then those Pepsi cans. They were all Pepsi cans for those
That's
things.
what I'm saying. Like, so
he did have liability insurance.
So they start.
Carrie always died.
So Carrie, we forgot he got too close to the F5, and the F5, and he didn't listen to Bill. Bill told him to get out of there.
Yeah,
there was nothing we could do about it.
He didn't build up an immunity to F5 tornadoes.
Yeah,
right.
The herd immunity.
So was that like an F6?
And his poor lackey takes a metal beam into the chest.
Yeah, and he was the guy that's like, maybe we should turn around.
Yeah.
When I want your opinion, I'll ask for, or I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
What a dick.
Right? When I want your opinion, I'll give it to you.
So the thing
Did they have to kill him that hard?
I know. Yeah. I said that at the time myself. Carl, you're on the same wavelength, because I said, yeah, he was a dick, but did he have to die like that?
Yes.
The driver seemed like a pretty cool guy.
I know.
No. They gotta just
they didn't deserve that.
He needed to die like that to show how much of an asshole Jonas was. That's why
Jonas was, but he wasn't.
I understand that, but like, he would never put us in harm's way.
Right.
And then fucking You get, and for some reason he got jammed with a fucking a stage light fucking pole.
Yeah, that's right.
Like that made like when I saw that, I'm like,
Where's that coming from?
that's where stage lights come. Like
You're right.
it was
Right off the set.
it should have been like some sort of farm equipment that killed him, not a fucking stage light pole.
Right.
You're right. What the fuck was that?
Yeah,
doing?
You're right.
I saw that. I'm just like,
it was tractors and everything coming after Bill and them, right?
yeah, Bill's were driving through a house and dodging fucking tractors and all sorts of shit.
It looked like a
And this-
system
Combines.
from Mallrats.
Right. And this dude gets fucking impaled by a stage light.
It looked like Biggity Bam.
Yeah, like not even a stage light, but a stage light post where you hang stage lights off of.
Just a truss.
It totally was.
Like the only thing that was missing from that scene was a fucking disco ball flying around.
Well, when they were running from the tornado and ducking from the debris, all I can think of was like, wouldn't it be funny if the spinning sensors killed them?
Right? That would have been great.
Yeah. They get hit with their own sensors. Those little Pepsi cans are slicing them up.
Or not even impaling that dude and just both of them fly up and then smash down. Like
Yeah,
that would have been fine too.
Yeah, but they had a torture to one guy.
Like
The voice of reason.
right. So in the budget, someone was just like, listen, we got some stock footage of like stage light we can use if we, like stage lights. No, just the stage light posts, not even stage. Like there was no reason.
We're
Like they
filming
weren't driving
Mallrats
past.
next door.
They weren't driving past clubs.
Yeah, and just said, why'd you use stage light? Oh, because we had one. We had one. It was like close by.
Yeah, we wanted to impale him. A 2x4 would have worked too.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh man! But we already filmed it. It's going out like that.
We already filmed it. It's going out like that. It's going out like that. We already filmed it. It's going out like that. Really, a stage light? No. I'm sorry, a stage light post. You keep saying stage.
It's not
light.
like stage light. That would be ridiculous.
That would be ridiculous. A stage light post.
The thing holds the stage light up.
Yes, in the middle of Oklahoma, like farm equipment or wood or something like that. Nah, no, something you would find in L.A.
Doesn't everyone have stage lights? We got like a ton of them.
We got a ton of stage like
that's why we said, oh, why don't we use one of these?
Why don't we use one of the stage lights?
So they go running and hiding. First, they go into the shack of many knives, and then.
Weird.
And then they run out and and Bill Paxton says, strap yourself down to these pipes. They go for miles.
30.
Which weren't they gas lines?
I don't know what they were.
They're probably water lines.
Oh,
It
okay.
looked like
Automatic for
water.
irrigation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Was
why
that what
he knew they were like 30 feet deep.
Oh, yeah.
Not miles. You're right. Thanks
Right.
for correcting.
Oh, whatever.
So the thing comes in and they don't get shredded to pieces, which is what would have happened.
Right.
Yeah, that Kmart belt. I mean, that's.
Yeah, I was going to say that
But it's all debris. It's not just wind.
right. But also that very old leather belt that they were strapped in.
Yeah.
That would have snapped, with an F2.
Right.
And then they got to see the secret inside of a tornado.
Yeah.
And it was
Tornado within her.
It really wasn't much to look at. The gang found them, and the Extreme says, "I'm here to stay, Joe. I'm here to stay. Look at what you got in front.
Have in front of you. Me, Joe. Me."
They live happily ever after, studying the data that they got from Dorothy.
I gotta set up the lab. Your forehead won't fit in the lab. We gotta get a bigger lab with high ceilings.
Jesus.
Holy.
I'm going right to hell.
Yeah. The end.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna watch this movie again because it's what I do. It's terrible.
It's on your phone, isn't it?
It is on my phone.
Well,
Yeah.
it got a 60% positive on Rotten Tomatoes, so it was not certified fresh.
Okay then.
All right. Do we agree?
Oh fuck no! It wasn't a good
Yeah,
movie.
what?
It was a shitty movie that I watch all the time.
No. We agree that it is not good, is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Well,
Totally.
You tell us who to go first.
yeah. Go ahead, Jim. You say who goes first.
All right. Carl.
It's a stupid movie about stupid people making stupid decisions.
Well done.
Some fun.
Good versus evil.
Yeah, the storm has to make noises like a monster.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot. The
Come
giant,
on.
Yeah.
the roaring of the storm was an animal roar.
Oh, I don't know. I give it just because we get a nice early Philip Seymour Hoffman.
All right, I'll go with that.
Yeah.
1.
One.
That hurts.
All right, I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Kenny, go ahead.
Sorry, Ken.
Yeah, no. I'm right there with you, Carl. But I have to say 1.5, just because of all these people in this movie. We, like you said, I've seen those people before. Like they've all moved on to other roles where we recognize them. So it was kind of like a good flashback, even back to Oppum from Saving Private Ryan. He's the guy who was running the maps. So it was cool just to see all those people again. So that's why I give it a 1.5. You see them all early in their careers.
I love like mid-90s movies where you just see all these people.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Jim, go ahead. I'll close it out.
I'll give this a 2.
2.
Only because it's so ridiculously bad.
Spectacular.
So I need to give it an extra point just for being so stupendously bad.
All right, I guess I'm going last. Here we go. You ready? 2.5 as well. I can't even give it a 3. This movie is fucking his.
Well, I only gave it a 2.
Oh,
So you're going 2.5. You're making it average.
wow.
Well, it's on his phone. Of course, he's going to give it more than us.
You can find us also on many podcast directories and players, including the new Good Pods.
Good Pods.
I recommend it.
Good Pods. What's our new host?
You're not getting paid for that.
What's our new host? If people want to
Captivate.
hear us,
Captivate.
Captivate.
That's not how that works. That's not how that works.
I don't know.
No, I'm paying them. They're not paying me.
Well, yeah, but people can find us on Captivate.
Well,
No. That's
they
not
can't.
how it works. Richard.
Oh,
Yeah.
You find us like on Spotify and
even know.
TuneIn and
TuneIn.
You
Stitcher
don't even know how hosting
Stitcher.
works.
and
No, I don't.
Overcast and
Overcast.
Apple Podcasts. And
Apple Podcast.
you don't go to Captivate.
Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box. I don't, dude. I don't pay attention to it. I don't run the show. Jim runs the show. He has for years.
All right.
Still know that.
Damnshow.co is where you
Damnshow.co.
find that's our home, where
That's
you
our
can
home.
use the Amazon link. Won't cost you more money when you're buying stuff at Amazon, but
That's right.
you get a piece of the action.
And the great thing about Damn Junior podcasting, where you can find such great shows as Destroy Movies and Hallmark's the Spot, and soon a very shitty Ted Lasso named
Hey,
podcast.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler. What's it called?
Now everyone's going to have a Ted Lasso
Yeah.
podcast because you gave it away.
Lasso's Diamond Dogs. It's called.
And
Because
Destroy
no,
All
it's
Music.
Like
You can't-
the Bowie album? What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
well, he wants to
What?
name it something dumb. So if you like hearing us talk about movie nonsense, you'll probably like to hear us talk about music nonsense. And
necessarily.
Other nonsense that we'll talk about, like Destroy All Cooking. We'll do a cooking show. We'll talk about.
We'll review cooking shows.
We'll review cooking shows.
We'll watch various cooking shows on the Food Network and other like networks, and then review them.
No.
You can name the Ted Lasso one the Lasso of Truth.
Yeah. Oh, say the Lasso of Truth. Very good, Ken.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it. That's the show. Oh yeah, if you want to email us like Hilario did, you can go to destroymail@gmail.com. Once again,
what's up, Hilario?
It's destroymail@gmail.com.
That's another one in the books.
There you
the
go.
Twister
That's the
episode
show.
I didn't realize was going to be 3 hours long.
Jesus Christ.
It's going to be awesome.
You got to keep us in check, man.
Yeah, dude. You run the show. You got to keep us under.
Well, that's why I snip.
That's right.
So that's another one in the books.
All right. That's it. I'm Richie.
I'm Jim.
I'm Ken.
Carl.
Night Damnation. Damsure.co. You like TV? I like TV.
I do like TV.
I watch TV. And today we're going to destroy TV.
Okay.
That's right, kids. Destroy All Movies has a another little fun podcast. Destroy All TV.
Coming at
Destroy
you
All
from
Television.
Damn Junior Podcasting.
Could be classic TV. Could be new TV. You never know. You never know what we're going to throw at you.
Mostly,
So if you like-
mostly classic TV, especially
but if you-
bad classic TV, which is almost all of classic
Right.
television.
Yeah, real.
Yeah.
For real.
Destroy All Television. Damn show.
Yes, kids, destroy all television. Get it at damshow.co, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and everywhere you listen to your favorite podcasts.